Welcome back to my low-buy updates. In the last couple of months, I really haven't been putting out any videos that are not low-buy updates. A lot of changes have been going on in my life, mostly very recently. They aren't necessarily bad changes, but they're changes that I'm trying to manage and figure out, I guess. With all that being said, I just want to quickly go through my wish list that I had for June, and I don't want to spend too much time on the wish list in this video. Mostly I want to talk about what I bought and my reflection, most of all the reflection. Also, my hair is going through some stuff right now, so it probably is going to look bad this entire video, but just bear with me. So on my wish list for June, I had cream pants, specifically like a loose straight leg pant, because I like that fit. It's so much more comfortable than like narrow slim fit jeans. Ear piercings, I wanted both of my ears pierced. A bike, a facial cleanser, because my skin has been a lot more oily than it used to be, and I'm trying to figure out how to manage that, because I, for the longest time, almost never, used any cleansing products on my face, at least not on a regular basis. So I put a facial cleanser on there because I think I do need it now. Then I also had candles, socks, and hair clips on there. That's it for my June wish list, and the first item that I ended up buying in June was a humidifier. I got a cold or was dealing with allergies or something similar first week of June. My nose was so stuffy and dry. My throat was so dry. There was so much dry heat in my room that I thought maybe getting a humidifier would help a little bit. So I got that, and in that same week I purchased Dayquil, 2 different kinds of Dayquil. Wish I hadn't done that, because turns out Mucinex, at least at the time, worked better for me. And we already had Mucinex at home, but I hadn't tried it by the time that I bought the Dayquil, and so I ended up buying the Dayquil, then trying Mucinex, and then realizing Mucinex was better. So I spent $20 on Dayquil, but I didn't know, so I bought all that stuff first week of June because I, was sick or was dealing with allergies, whatever it was. The humidifier helped me, so I definitely don't regret that. Not so happy that I spent a bunch of money on medicine that I didn't even use at the time, but I'll use it in the future. I also got the CeraVe cleanser. I think it's the one for normal to oily skin, and I've been using that. It's helped a little bit. I think I'll have to incorporate more skincare things to my routine, even though I really don't have a routine, because I don't think that just the facial cleanser is going to do it for me. I don't know if this is, how it usually goes for most people, but I'll use the facial cleanser, and a day or two goes by and my skin is already very oily again. Maybe that is normal, I don't know. But I've been trying to use it a couple of times a week. Maybe I'll have to use it more often. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the skincare thing. I also ordered this goofy t-shirt that my friends and I made together. That's all I bought in the first week of June. But in the second week, I finally bought the cream pants, found some on Depop that were in white. I set them in some coffee and dyed them that way, so now they're like a cream color, kind of close to the color of the shirt. Then in week 3, I bought a bra from the brand Arc. Before then, I only owned 2 bras, and they have definitely seen better days. I've worn both of them a lot, and I'm still going to keep them and everything, but I bought the Arc bra because I wanted one that offered more coverage and a little bit more compression, and I have been wearing the Arc bra more than my other bras because I love it so much, so I'm definitely glad that I bought it. That same week, I bought the book Men, Women, and Chainsaws by Carol J. Clover. Then in week 4, I bought a Desert Rose Quartz, I think that's what it's called, and a necklace and some clasp for the necklace, this necklace that I'm wearing right now. And that is all that I bought in the month of June. I didn't go over my budget of $247. I was roughly $13 and some change away from hitting my budget. So I didn't go over budget, but I did not stay way under my budget like I probably should. But I gave myself that amount for a reason, so I don't think that it's bad that I was near the limit for the budget. Oh god, I don't know what's happening with my hair, and I don't like it. So this is my first time using a budget for my unnecessary expenses, I guess, or spending. And honestly, I like it a lot more than the item limit. I think with the item limit, it looked more so at the amount of things that I was consuming rather than the cost of the things that I was consuming. It's good to keep an eye on both of those things, but I wasn't paying as much attention to the cost when I was just thinking about the items, the amount of items that I was buying. I think using a budget is helping me with personal finance because I am not very finance savvy. Using a budget like this is helping me figure out what I want to spend my money on, because now I'm actually keeping a close eye on my money rather than the amount of things that I've purchased. I know that I should have been doing that when I was doing the item limit version of this, but honestly, most of the time I felt so bad about spending money that I was scared to even look at my bank account, and I know that that is not a good thing to do. You can't just ignore your problems. That doesn't make them go away. Using a budget is now forcing me to pay more attention to where my money is going and how much of it I have left, and helping me overcome the resistance when it comes to looking at what I'm spending my money on, because there's just so much guilt wrapped up in it, and I need to work through that because I don't need to feel guilty because I spent money that I worked for, you know? Also, sorry if there's random lighting changes throughout the video. It's kind of gloomy outside today. It's been raining a lot recently, and so half the day it's very cloudy and half the day the sky is very clear. So I never really know what I'm gonna get, but overall I don't think that I did a bad job this month. I'm not unhappy with how I did, but I do think that I could do better. A household expense came up in June, and I used some money from my savings to help pay for that. So in order to replace it, I'm gonna use some money from next month's budget. Well, technically this month. It's July already. That's mostly all that I have to say for my reflections for my low buy. So let's look at my wish list for July. First thing on the list is like military fatigue pants, if that's what they're called. I just really like the style of them. I like the way that they fit, and so I would really like to purchase some. I'm trying to expand my pants more and bring in more variety. I've also got a button-up top. To be honest, I've already bought fatigue pants while I actually bought Boy Scout pants, like these vintage Boy Scout pants that I found on Depop, and I have purchased three button-ups so far already this month. To be honest, I've already bought a lot of things this month. So yeah, but that's what happens when I do this late. I also want to get a Girlfriend Collective sports bra. I think the Paloma bra is the one that I'm going to get. A utility vest because I think they look cool. A computer because my laptop is just not great at handling certain programs, especially Adobe programs and certain video games that I would like to play. If I do purchase a computer, which I will, I just don't know that it will be this month. When I do, I'm going to use money from my savings. Would rather do that than spend many months saving up from my, normal spending budget to buy a computer, because I know that other expenses are going to come up during that time, so I would just rather use money from my savings to purchase it. I've also got a candle on there. I still really want a candle, like a nice woodsy scented candle. Glasses are back on there because my like gold framed ones, the lenses are scratched on those now, and I don't really like these that much anymore. I was starting to be okay with them for a little bit there. I just don't like them. Also, ear piercings. I still want my ears pierced. I still want a bike, but I probably won't buy one during the summer. At least not peak summer, because it is so hot outside all the time, and I don't think that I would want to ride my bike out there. Maybe I'll get one when fall comes around and it's less miserable outside. That's it for my July wish list. So I do want to say a few things before I end this video. Like I said in the beginning, certain changes are going on in my life right now. Not necessarily bad ones, but ones that need my focus. Just at a point where I feel lost in a sense, because I'm not really fully doing what I want to be doing. Not necessarily in all areas of my life, but definitely some areas. Specifically, with making videos. I would love to make videos for a living, but honestly, I don't know where to start. I also am not making the videos that I want to make. Other than, I do like doing the low-buy updates, but as for my other videos that I've made in the past, I don't really like any of them that much, other than, like, the first lookbook that I did. I really liked that one. Most of my videos at this point now, I don't really like. They're not the videos that I want to be making, at least not the only videos that I want to make. Creatively, I just feel kind of stumped, lost, not sure what to do. I've also been trying to explore some other artistic passions that I have, like drawing. I've been trying to do digital art for a while. That would also be really fun to do for a living, but I don't know, maybe I would come to hate it if I did it for a living. I don't want to drive away my passion because, my income relies on it, which it doesn't right now. I work in retail at the moment. Any artistic thing that I do at the moment is just a hobby. If my videos start lacking, they are lacking. They're lacking because I just don't know what to do, and I feel so uncertain, and I don't know, not confused, but I just don't know what steps to take in order to pursue what I want, I don't know if that makes sense. All of that has been my focus recently, and so I've just not really been making videos, any kind of videos, even ones that I really want to make. Yep, that's it. That's all I have to say this time. I'm still gonna do the low buy, but I just want to make it a little bit easier on myself, I guess, though I'm not sure how to do that yet. I'm just a little uncertain at the moment. That's all I have to say now. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!